In today's video, I want to just give you guys everything you're pretty much going to have to know going into Bethesda's E3 conference tomorrow. So when you're watching the conference, you're not confused about anything, not like, well, where did this come from? And just going in fully informed with pretty much all the news that has been circling around this for the past 3 to 6 months. Invariably, there might be something I missed, so look in the comments down below in case someone wants to correct me. I tried to make a nice list, but again, I'm human, not perfect. So let's start off with the bare basics. More or less, Bethesda's E3 conference is going to be starting at 9 p.m. Pacific time on June 11th. If you live on the East Coast like I do, that's going to be about midnight, so you could argue it's starting on June 12th. This is when their live stream is going to start. It's going to be live stream over on Twitch. I'm sure if you go on Twitch at that time, you'll be able to easily find it. That being twitch.tv, the live streaming service where you see video games all the time. They partnered with E3 this year, so all the conferences will be on that website. In addition, there's actually something a bit weird. The doors for the Bethesda conference actually open a bit earlier, so there's going to be people physically there before their presentation starts. So if you are going to physically be at E3 tomorrow, get there a bit earlier. I believe it's 6 p.m. Pacific time. I'm not really sure how that's going to work. I don't know if they're going to have a bunch of on-display stuff that we otherwise won't know, or if they're going to hold some of the big secrets for the live stream that starts at 9 p.m. Pacific time, because obviously people will be around the conference hall before the live stream does start and everyone else gets to see it. That is possible, but at the same time, that'd be kind of weird because we would be getting information about new games not through a curated way, but through people's social media accounts, like people actually at the conference. Regardless, moving on. What should we expect at E3 this year? Well, Bethesda has said they are working on 7 new games. A few conclusions can be made about this. 2 of these are announced. One is Skyrim for the Nintendo Switch. The other is Fallout 4 VR. I would expect both of these to be shown at the show, but that does leave 5 other games to be up in the air. 2 of these are confirmed to be new IPs, and these 2 new IPs are coming out before the next iteration of the Elder Scrolls. So to put that a little bit simpler, before the Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, Bethesda will have 2 totally new games from series they have never revealed. It's not going to be a Fallout game, and it's not going to be an Elder Scrolls game, yet they will still be on the same scale as these. Then we also assume they are working on a Fallout game as well as a new Elder Scrolls game, because that makes sense. That brings the grand total to 6, and the last game is actually suspected to be a mobile game because they have been hiring a bunch of mobile people at one of their different headquarters, specifically Bethesda of Montreal. In addition, some other details about these unknown games. A trademark was renewed recently by Bethesda, and that's going to be Starbound. So a lot of people are suspecting that one of these new games is going to be called Starbound, whether that's one of the 2 new IPs or the mobile game, totally unknown. There's also been some job hirings for 2 different things. One, someone focused in multiplayer. The job listings on their website are public, and again, one was focused on someone that had experience with multiplayer games, and another one very specifically was with freemium games, like those free premium games that have a lot of microtransactions, similar to Fallout Shelter. Going to the conference, I would expect to see a lot of Fallout 4 VR, as well as getting a release date for that. Also, one final important determination to make, there's 2 Bethesdas. Bethesda Softworks is the publishing company. These are the people behind Prey, Wolfenstein, and Fallout the Elder Scrolls. Bethesda Game Studios is the developer. This whole video is about Bethesda Game Studios. That can obviously get pretty confusing, but Bethesda Game Studios is the one that makes all the cool games that we're excited for, the Elder Scrolls and Fallout. The publisher is just the one with the money behind it. So now for a little bit of speculation, how I think this E3 is going to go is Fallout VR is going to be a pretty big focus of that event. I also think Skyrim VR is going to be in the works. Whether it gets announced or not, I have no idea. I would speculate no, because they don't want to take away from Fallout 4 VR, and they actually been advertising Fallout 4 VR quite a bit leading up to its release. It hasn't remained hidden by any means. Either way though, I think they are going to be releasing something this holiday season. This is kind of the track record they have had for the past few E3s, is a quick turnaround on their games, and I think it's either going to be Fallout 4 VR, and that'll kind of be the main focus here. It's like, yeah, get this new cool game. Or one of these new IPs is going to be announced and released this holiday season, which would be crazy. I think that's the less likely version, but if it's not released, I think it'll at least be announced, because at the end of the day, they don't have much else going for them that we already know. Fallout 4 VR is a bit more exciting than the Elder Scrolls 5 for the Nintendo Switch, but yeah, that's pretty much everything you need to know going into Bethesda's E3 conference. Those are all the little details we have picked up over the past few months. Hopefully you guys find this video informative and helpful. Hopefully you are hyped for the conference. I will be making a video, actually a live stream about it tomorrow, so stay subscribed to my channel. I'll probably start 20 minutes before the conference starts, and then I'll actually have like a picture-in-picture and then me just commentating over it. That's pretty much it. As always, again, I thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.